hear from your own words what's going on now at Cyber CS Visor. As you know, as the other attendees also know, we have been focusing recently till now maybe more in training,
Okay.
but in the coming days and months, you will see CS Visor mostly in the service area also, cybersecurity services, consulting, MDR, pen testing. Maybe you have some words regarding this also, Hassan.
Sure. Thank you. Shameless plug about CS Visor. As you all know, we've been working hard to bring the services alive. We have the best group of people, and we said back in about last few years, we said, why don't we bring these great people and create services around it? And that's what we exactly did. In the past year or so, we focused on penetration testing is one of the areas that we focused on. Conducted pen tests on both in the public sector and in the private sector as well, in Germany and in neighboring countries in the US too. And some of you who have attended CyberNow or previous cohorts would know we used to have a security operations center in Virginia, Sterling, a nice big one, which we really loved back in the time. I still look back and it brings me great memories. What we did is we've actually I think signed the lease, maybe signed or maybe going to sign today or tomorrow, the lease for our security operations center in Munich, in Augsburg. And the idea there is we want to form our MDR services and have it HQ sort of work from Augsburg and from neighboring countries as well. But the HQ will be in Augsburg. MDR is going to be our focus for 2025 and 2026, along with penetration testing and some other consulting work that we've already been doing, like ISMS and all the other things that you already probably know. But MDR is going to be our focus. It's big, especially for small and medium-sized companies in and around Germany. One of the things that I can say from the companies that we looked at, there's a big opportunity. And when we look at our competitors and talk to our alumni, we can see that clearly. That's why we wanted to focus on MDR for 25 and 26, bring in the best quality of people team-wise, and make sure companies, small and medium size, again, we're not after those big players yet. We want to sort of have a nice, a good foundation. That's what we did with penetration testing. We'll do the same with MDR, and hopefully by this time next year when we talk again, we're going to have a few dozen clients, happy customers, and the goal, one of the goals from an alumni perspective, is to provide opportunities for employment for our own alumni as well. That has always been the driving factor for us. We need to get more people access to jobs. How do we do this? We do it by training. How do we do this? We do it by introducing ourselves to companies via things like penetration testing. We've established that very good rapport with companies through these efforts, and we will take it further one step at a time. And again, hopefully every year we'll add something on top of it. Each year will be better than the last year with your support and your help in this. We're all in this together, and we appreciate all of your support. Because of that, actually, in 2 weeks, there's a conference called ITSA. We'll be attending that together with the CS Visor team, as well as a Cyber Guru team. We'll have 2 booths. CS Visor, as you all know, we signed a partnership agreement with Trend Micro. So we are servicing all of Trend Micro's customer in the EU, mainly Germany. And they offered us a booth, and we'll be inside Trend Micro's booth. You can't miss it. If you come, please say hello to Erhan Dinçer. Someone from our team would love to shake hands and put a face to this online conversation if we can. Anything else? Anything I missed, Dinçer?
No, everything was clear, Hassan. Thank you very much. Maybe you can mention some upcoming partnerships, very big partnerships in the coming days, weeks.
There will be some announcements. I get to take credit and talk about it, but the all work was done by Dinçer in the background. So thanks to him and Erhan as well. we're doing some EU, as part of some EU initiatives, we are partnering with companies that are shaping the workforce of EU, cybersecurity workforce of EU. As you all know, our previous venture, Cyber Now Labs, we were selected by the White House as one of the 80 companies that's shaping the future workforce of cybersecurity in the United States and got listed on the White House website. I don't know if there's a White House type of thing in Germany or in the EU, but I would love to put our name there in some recent, not too distant future if we can. We are doing great work here. The team is doing great work. You guys are awesome. When good people come together, great things happen, and would love to again announce that and tell more people about the impact of the work that we do here as much as possible. One of those partnerships is ISC Square. You're going to hear it soon. We're going to join forces with ISC Square to provide more training opportunities and credentials. There are some minor grants involved too. We'll have more details for you in the coming weeks as things progress. But it's exciting. I'm really excited to be able to be part of this and be talk about it. Hopefully we'll all stay in touch, and you look after the emails Dinçer is sending out and join these calls so we can all stay up to date and stay in touch.
Okay, thank you, Hasan. It was a very great overview regarding our upcoming projects. Of course, one of the heroes behind these projects is Erhan, our career service director. Erhan, welcome to you also. Welcome.
Hello guys.
We were together, Erhan, in Brussels 3 months ago and 2 months ago in Poland. So as Hasan mentioned, CS-Visor is now one of the big partners in European Commission Cyber Skills Academy. So in this regard, we will be announcing in the coming days, weeks, some new partnerships in this regard. So we will be happy to enlarging our network, and you are all will be part of this great network. We will be happy also to work together in this great mission to fill out the skill gap in cybersecurity and secure our future together. Okay, now let's come to today's topic. Halit, welcome again.
Thank you.
Dear guests, today we have, as mentioned and as announced, our distinguished guest, Halit Hüseyin. He has many years of experience in cybersecurity, cloud security as an architect consultant, and he is now working in Accenture as a senior manager, senior architect. So today he will be giving us his insights, his experience, and you can always ask questions during the webinar. We are here as a friend, as a family, so don't feel yourself apart from us. So just ask your questions, raise your hand. We are ready to answer these questions together with Halit. Halit, let me give floor to you first. Could you please introduce yourself, Halit? What are your background? What are you doing now? So we can maybe
might be my background will be shocking for everyone. So guys, my name is Khalid. I'm based out Bonn, Germany, and it's 7 to 8 years I'm working here. So my background, originally I'm from Pakistan. So when I started in IT career, how I started, this will be a first time story I'm telling online platform. Someone sent me the spam email in 2007, and I start digging that how this email system is working. Okay, at that time I was studying in literature, totally English literature. I did bachelor's in English literature and then master's. So in the meanwhile, that curiosity bring me to the IT actually. So within a few years, I gained enough skills to get into Active Directory and Exchange and everything. So I get hired into Microsoft. So I was not having an IT degree even. So it's a Microsoft, they let me in due to the skills and the experience. So due to Microsoft, I relocated to Europe, and then I served 2 years, 3 years in another German company here in Germany. And right now I'm part of Accenture global leadership side. I'm driving kind of end-to-end platform security in respect to cyber security, cyber defense, cloud security. So yeah, that's me.
Okay, thank you, Ali. And you have been also giving lectures, lessons for cloud security for a long time. In which field mostly were these courses, trainings? Can you mention also about this?
Yep. So guys, I'm Microsoft certified trainer from 2013. So it's around 12 years. So throughout the career, I keep up my learning and mentoring with me. So, this word is like everything, anything. So I consolidate myself and I look down into the market that what is most relevant and what is most crucial areas to fill the workforce. For example, if you're gonna go outside, you can look for web developers, you will find thousands. And if you're gonna go for DevOps engineers, you will find so many out there. But real problem solver, that how to build and secure your platforms, that is very rare skill. So I put my feet into the security side, especially in designing security like identity, endpoint, like email security, for example. So then I grow into, let's say, cloud and infrastructure security, because companies, they need kind of people who can solve their problem, not manage their ad hoc problem. So always, I think that problem solving approach with the right skills is way more better than just having so many certification and the knowledge that is easily available over the market. So I defined myself from the last 7 years dedicatedly into cybersecurity. Especially, when I was working at Microsoft, also part of security team, but I was doing some other tasks also. But yeah, I would see that cybersecurity, especially build security, design security, and architect security, that is actually the relevant field where we have a less people, less folks who can solve the problems. Building system is easy, but securing system in the age of AI, it's very hard.
Yes. What about this topic, Khalid, age of AI you just mentioned? What are the trends in cloud security, especially when we think about artificial intelligence? How do you see the future of cloud? It's one of the topics we will cover today. Maybe we can start with this one.
So usually when I look into as a AI as a professional, AI is in the 3 segments. One is AI transformation as a digital transformation, as an enabler to the organization with Gen AI, ChatGPT. That I would say it's still 60% in incubation. We don't have kind of a so great enterprise production level use cases yet. Most of the people are playing with the different projects on ad hoc things, because again, why? Security is a challenge. Everyone can read out in the market, there is MCP, model context protocol, that being used. Some people are with that, some people are out of that. So this is a story of building Gen AI, agentic AI, stuff like that. So I would say I'm not against that, but not with that. We have to look, we have to see. That's the first side. And then the AI in cybersecurity, because this is also a misleading statement. AI has 3 roles in cybersecurity: security in AI, security of AI, and security with AI. So when we look into cyber now labs, or CS Visor context, or SOC area, that is cybersecurity with AI, like how to automate it, like Sentinel, like Splunk, like Chronicle, these great tools. Actually out there. So how many of us is really enabling ourselves into that AI-enabled SOC or autonomous AI SOC direction? That's also very trending opportunity. And might be there is another startup in France, Queller AI. They are actually amazing, and their founder is out of Morocco. Tomorrow I'm going to talk to him, because he wants to do some advisory with me. So they got kind of a 15 million funding just because they automate that SOC analyst roles based on AI. But let's see how they get successful. So we will share the insight on that. And then other side is that the big chunk is cloud and infrastructure security. So people think that AWS, Bedrock, or GCP, or Llama, or kind of Azure AI, Open AI Factory, stuff like that. That's again, I would see either cloud security. AI is just a component in that. That's it. Because it's 80% against software engineering. You have to deploy a chatbot. You need web services. You need database services. You need connectivity. You need to secure it. And at the end, you plug in your LLM models and run it. So that's again either cloud security. And people need to have understanding that how to build cloud, how to design cloud, and how to secure cloud. So that would be my take on the AI in the era currently. Like either it's a development, either it's a security.
Yes. Thank you, Ali.
It's not going to be like click and deploy type of thing.
No.
It's much more complex than that. And I remember, just to add something to it, as some of you may know, Omar, my brother in crime, he used to work at IBM back in the day when IBM came out with Watson. And when they came out with Watson, one of the things that they said was that the job of an analyst will go away in the next few years. I think this was around 2016 or maybe 15. 15, yeah, I think so. And it's been about 10 years, and we're still, iterating through how to do that. I don't think we're quite there yet. Yes, there are some things that are more efficient in terms of getting things done right now, right? Maybe more error-proof, but it's not click here to deploy and the money will hit your bank account type of thing yet.
Yeah, like I can relate one example, Hassan, just as a trend. Yesterday, I was looking into that, and me and Bilal, we've been talking with some of customers of ours also. Like when you go to the airport and people now start inventing agents, AI agents into the cables. And when you plug in that cable, that agent will take over your desktop, it scans your whole PC and done without human interaction. So AI is useful, and AI is same way is harmful as well. So hackers and bad actors are using AI heavily. So we have to look at how we can shut doors and reduce the attack surface. That's the important part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Khalid, thank you, and Hassan, thank you for the contribution. We will be happy hearing more from you also during this webinar and from other experts here. By the way, today
Farouk has a question.
Yes, I will come to him.
Yeah.
Today we have not only the people here who are looking for careers positions in cybersecurity, and also we have many alumni graduates who are now working in different positions of cybersecurity. Maybe they would like to go to the upper positions or different positions. As you know, we have maybe more than 50 different positions in cybersecurity. So maybe we can cover this question also. The career paths in cybersecurity, especially in cloud. Which paths are there, which positions are there, especially in cloud security, Khalid? And this will be the question I would like to cover. And then I will give floor to Farooq for the next question.
So first I cover that, and then we go to the question. Okay. So guys, we are collaborating actually based on our previous contribution together with CS VISOR, Hassan and Umar and Dinshar. We are working together in that part. So let me share my screen quickly. You guys can see now. So we're gonna kick off actually cloud security programs, and in the cloud security programs, actually, we will be kind of offering or helping you guys to get into security learning with us. But here we are not just gonna teach you or enable you on just security part. As I mentioned, that it's very important to build cloud, because I usually believe everyone can disagree with me. When you know that how to set up the Lego or the house, then you can secure it better. So I gave an analogy that if you have a good house, you don't have windows, you don't have doors, and you put security cameras on the top, it will not work because you did not establish the right things around. So we are going to put kind of a 3 modules approach. One is fundamentals and cloud administrator, that how to establish and build the cloud with respect to identity, with respect to network, with respect to storage, web workloads, monitoring, stuff like that. And on the top of that, if we go into the second module, people who are really interested into the cloud architecture, like I usually say, who has an IT background or IT degrees, they can prefer route this one, module 2, because there is Azure Cloud. We're gonna focus 2 exams. One is how to establish cloud security in controls, defensive, preventive, these things. And then how to architect cloud security, what are the design patterns, best practices. We will bring everything 90% hands-on with real case studies. And I think Fateh is with us, one of my old students. He will give you guys how much tough time they will get. But it's tough time brings you the success actually. So Fateh Altapi, another student of us, might be we can bring them in and he gets the job after that cohort. And the people who are not from the IT background, we would like to offer that you guys can go into more Microsoft 365, Defender, and the Sentinel, because there is kind of a security analyst, and even Microsoft 365 engineer security is also there. So as per the trends in the market, 60% organization, either it's a Europe or US, people are using Microsoft 365 anyway. So you will get endpoint and identity, email security, cloud applications, Defender on the top of that, EDR, and then Sentinel and automation. So this is actually our plan to kick off these two work streams, either which you'd like to choose. So Dinchar will share later on that what are the timelines. So when we go into cloud administrators, in the module 1, we will look into the fundamentals, that how to authenticate, what are control plane for governance in cloud platform. So don't think that we're going to focus only Azure. I usually say be an expert driver, does not care that what car you want to drive, because all the cloud vendors, AWS, Azure, GCP, is quite similar. They're just minor difference of the names. Otherwise, their working functionalities, capabilities are the similar way. So we might offer next year also AWS the similar way. But for now, we're going to focus on Microsoft 365 and Azure, but more on security. So how to implement storage solution, for example, and managing network and compute, VMs, Kubernetes, containers, deployment, because sometimes you have some applications that runs in digital workplace like Teams or SharePoint or whatever. On the other side, might be you have some minor monitoring or some marketing websites, how you can deploy that easily into the cloud, and then monitoring part. So the module 2 would be more into, as I mentioned, more with the IT background, with at least fundamentals that you can learn more as a security engineer, as an architect, how to design, manage identity and access management, because recent days, firewalls are not that effective as it needs to be, because identity of users or non-human identities, machine identities is everything. And then securing networking. That's also very important. Zero trust topics we will learn in that part. And then secure compute and cloud security posture management and 365, like a security operation as a logging and monitoring, because it's very important. So here we will focus more on kind of a Azure platform with end-to-end design, build, fundamental concept, and establishing preventive security controls, security posture management, workload protection, and asset inventory and compliance, governance. So this is also very growing, demanding field, and AI will be part of this whole storyline. We're not going to teach how to interact with LLM, but how to secure AI. That would be also part of this program. And the module number 3 is Defender and Sentinel Analyst track, where we look into Microsoft 365 core services like MDM, Intune device management, how to establish push applications, how to secure Exchange, emails, and SharePoint and Teams, and then XDR part with respect to, because there is two kind of the islands. On the next slide, I can show you the guys that how end-to-end story look like. Endpoint security, identity, CASB, and then Sentinel, and then designing digital workplace solutions, for example. So I can just relate one example. Hassan, me and Bilal was sitting with one of our customer, and they just asked how to secure my USB ports on the laptop. It was a one line, but it takes so much time to cover end-to-end how to design and deploy the security solution just for your laptops to secure your USB ports. Because at the same time, they don't want to block everything. They want to allow everything, but these kind of real world case studies we can bring on the table. So if we look into end-to-end cloud story and cloud security, there is two islands. One is digital workplace, one is the cloud. But underneath unified SecOps, we have to establish security, either it's a workplace, either it's Azure. So this is a picture that we're going to cover, but in the different tracks, 2 different tracks, because if we cover the content into one cohort, it's too much. So we actually build up kind of very specialized tracks that you can pick up module 1, enable yourself first into cloud, and then either you can pick module 2 or module 3 based on your interest, that which direction you're going to go. So any question?
So you just mentioned shortly about the training we will conduct at the end of the September. We will start. So we will come maybe again to the training, but before I will get the question from Faruk. Faruk, sorry, we just skip it. Jan, you can ask now.
No, thank you. Actually, Khalid like slightly mentioned on my question as well. It was in your talk. The thing is, I really loved your classification, the definition of the cybersecurity in AI, like cybersecurity in AI, security of AI, and security with AI.
Yeah.
I really love this metaphor, but as a like relatively new newcomers to this domain, as you also said, we are mostly dealing with the cybersecurity with AI. So, and then cybersecurity is like by definition is like about privacy, about confidentiality, especially in a corporate setting.
Yes.
But I'm always having this dilemma, like using LLMs in this setting, and this is like, what's your take on this? Like, is this two-sided? How are we going to make these compatible? And
I would say it depends how much money or investment you have. If you can afford, I would definitely go with SLMs, not LLMs, like small language models. Like you can have very specialized, well-crafted. For example, if you want to fly from Frankfurt to New York, might be you can take KLM. You don't need every time Emirates or Qatar Airline. Understand? So
are there such like good solutions in the market? Because
yes, there is a llama. You can go with proprietary solution if you want to have a really concern about, because OpenAI models are DeepSeek models, LLMs are Gemini. There is so much data. The problem is that how you can validate what you are giving them input and output. That's the question mark. That is not clearly understandable. That there is so much data into those models that you really don't need. So there is a two ways. If that is just kind of a chatbot or just informational website, go with LLM. If you have a very corporate and internal, for example, healthcare, you can go with small language models. Carve out and deploy it inside your workloads, run it. You have a full control over. But again, now updating, patching, and training model, that's the cost you need to bear then. Okay. So we can talk on this part.
All about the money then.
yeah, it's all about, and I can share this also with, there is OWASP community is very actively working on that. There is OWASP top 10 for agentic AI, for LLMs, and luckily last year I did my master's thesis also on LLM security. We can talk on this month. yeah.
I'd love to hear that.
Yeah. Okay, good. So I think we have another question. Aldas?
Yes, we have some questions in the chat. Erhan also just answered one of them. One question from Atlas. Are these modules designed by Microsoft for the purpose of delivering the classes, or by Halit, by you?
No, because we want to make sure to enable for job readiness, because the aim of this is what time you are investing, what we are investing. It's not about just for some benefits. It's about that you guys can get into the jobs relatively easy. So for me, as you are specialist in certain track, your value will be more increased and you're more knowledgeable and you can frequently go into that job role. Because if you cover 1, 2, 3 cloud like AWS, GCP, and Azure, you cannot qualify anything. And people need solution of their problems, not bunch of certification other tracks. So that's my take. Usually I believe in learning, but not too much learning. Be focused, specialize, define your niche.
End of the
Actually-
day, guys, just I would like to mention something. End of the day, we have to find a job for all the participants. We have last year finished one cloud core, and 2 of our participants found their jobs, and we are seeking job with the other 2 guys. And guys, end of the day, we have to find your position in cloud cybersecurity. As a career service, we will support you during this way. So we will help you and support you after the training, especially when you are seeking the job.
Yeah. So as per our experience previously, and I also recommend that in Germany, there is, or Europe, every second company having Microsoft 365, because if you are a very specialized, for example, Defender and Sentinel as a security analyst, and even Microsoft 365 security engineer, you will find job easily. Every second company needs that. It's a small, it's a big, there is so many opportunities. For example, based on our experience, Erhan can tell better, 60% jobs are more on 365, MDM, endpoint security, stuff like that. And 40 to 50%, again, it's a different scale. In cloud security, they need really lethal and good people, like Fatih Altape was there, and he's coming from the right background, and he clicked that and he get done in the job. So that's why we designed fundamental and administration collectively for everyone, because people need some workloads into the cloud for designing, building, deploying. But when go into specialization, Some will go into directly cloud security architect to meet compliance, security controls, or hardening, Kubernetes containers. And some people who don't have coding skills or IT knowledge, IT degrees, they can go relatively at another side where, for example, for me, I was not well educated when I get into the system. So I started into Microsoft 365, but gradually I turned into now cloud security. And even right now I'm dealing worldwide SAP security. So it's up to you, but phase it out one by one. Don't go anything, and you will not get anything there.
Before coming to Hamza's question, I would like to add, and Babs have a question regarding between model 2 and 3, which one is more faster to find a job. Especially for model 3, we have, because of the feed forward from the last participants of the this program, we have developed with highlight model 3, because as Khalid mentioned, there are lots of job opportunities for Microsoft 365, and especially Cloud Security Site Defender and Sentinel. So we have model 3, and we would like to more focus model 1 and model 3 in this year. But if you would like to guys join the model 2, it's okay for us. There are lots of opportunities, but we have to we need more focus for model 1 plus model 2.
It depends on your needs. Wherever you are, where are you working? What the work is?
I have another perspective. Module 2 is more paid than Module 3, but Module 3 get you in the jobs because cloud security is really valuable and premium job level, where people need really good mindset, understanding of IT, everything. And of course, it's kind of relatively 20-30% margin also in your earning. If you start with Microsoft 365, for example, 60, so in other job might be you will start with 80, for example. So it's up to you. I'm just talking in 80K euros, not in pounds or stuff like that. So as per my experience, so it's either way. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Hamza, it's your turn.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for the organization, Mr. Dinçer, Mr. Erhan, and Mr. Hassan. A special thanks to Khalid for presentation and efforts. Actually, while presentation, these questions came to my mind, and I would like to ask. So, like according to your speech, what do you think? What's the main priority or priorities to see in cloud? Maybe one or maybe two things. Thanks.
In cloud, in security perspective, or in development, because cloud is like a sea.
Yeah, generally, just maybe according to cloud security.
Yeah, okay. So these days, actually, cloud security and cloud AI business. So, you can look into business models with Microsoft or Azure, AWS or GCP. Everyone is trying to sell AI for business, AI for digital transformation, something like that. So I would say trend is building AI native application is a hot trend, but there is a market illusion because there is so many things out there. People are really confused what they can take, what they cannot take. So this is really tough situation for the people, for the organizations, how they're gonna go with AI journey, because clarity is not there, frameworks are not mature, it's a very new, it will take 3 to 5 years to get mature as per operating model, IT security, IT governance. That is my take. You can disagree with me. But on the other side, optimization of the cost. People are not relying on the cloud. Cloud, if it's hosted inside your environment, it's connected to cloud, you can run it. So people are really going after data modernization and AI and how to secure it. As I gave you guys last slide, that everything is there, as Hassan mentioned, that we have web application, workloads, this and that. But the problem is that people are not clear that they really use it. What could be the option? How they're gonna go for that? This is selection of the tool and standardization. Maturity is lacking, but I would say AI and security is a trend. Two things.
Thank you so much. Yeah, cost optimization you mentioned, right? Yeah, it's really important. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. And yeah,
I can relate one example. So if you are not a good build architect, I was working with one customer I could not name, and they were getting 700K per month cost from 700K euros overpricing. Just their architects or engineers did a mistake. They used not a normal or standard storage. They used SSDs. That's it. That was the difference. And they paid millions already over the year. So
Yeah, thank
these
you
are the
so much.
minor mistakes, actually. That's why we put this cloud administration as the fundamental, as a module, that you understand that how to build cloud and then how to secure cloud.
And there's one more question from Mohammed. Mohammed, would you like to ask your question? Or just I can
Let me
wait.
read it. I have been working as a firewall administrator for 6 months as a career changer. I still find some aspects of the field challenging and would like to improve my skills through further training. Is this course suitable for me? Khalid.
Yes, I think it's suitable, and you can go with module 1 and module 2 if you have a firewall networking. So you can really excel into zero trust topics, because zero trust is very hot topic for every organization ahead. So if you have a networking background, so you can go into cloud security engineer, module 1, module 2. So firewall, again, depends that which firewall you are managing. It's also the question, it's a Fortinet, it's a Trend Micro, it's a Palo Alto. So in cloud, you can find every kind of flavor, but you need to have a really strong knowledge that how to design these firewalls and network segmentation and design the network route and flows.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
By the way, Khalid, you can continue your slides. Maybe we will take some more infos, then we will get the questions also later during the.
No, I just want to show them that what is actually, I think, in that part, just to show them that this is actually module 1. That I just want to give them a little bit explanation of the visuals that. Module 1, we can look at what is cloud and what is actually virtual machines, or portal, or storage, or file shares, for example, that you guys can have a dig deeper into that part. And then how the networking and network segmentation is working. So this is just kind of a high level that you guys can do that job and look into that part. And then if we look into the next part is in Azure, for example, as a security build and then security. There is kind of CISOs, for example, there is security admins, there is DevSecOps engineers, there is a kind of security operation managers. That's why we choose it. The module 2 is more for technical people who actually can play a role between these teams. And CISOs is mainly do the non-IT security. So definitely you guys can work either in this space or in this space while coordinating with these two people. So these kind of just personas that you have to look into the challenges. So we will help you guys also, not only just in some areas, to how to break these silos and make unified security management or security control plane. So for example, if we look into Microsoft ecosystem, as I mentioned that if we take 3 modules, it's too much, because in cloud and infrastructure security, you will learn AppSec, CI/CD, kind of DevSecOps processes. You will learn into cloud workload protection, and then XDR approach and integration into cloud security posture management. And we don't mind. We can go also with GitHub and Azure also. And even in security part, we can touch AWS as well, but not teaching, but integrating that into this whole ecosystem. So on the top of that, you can build kind of your enriched experience that how you define secure baseline based on developers, based on storage engineers, DevOps engineers, cloud engineers, infrastructure engineers, because you have to work with the different departments. And what exactly you will do, you will help to remediate the risks, unify security standards and cloud policies. At the end, you have to achieve governance and compliance. And then you have to fortify your data sensitivity, data at risk, and then fixing in the code. So in cloud is in the so much speed. We are not preaching go to cloud. We are already in the cloud. So everything we will do, or we go with infrastructure as a code, that you will not go kind of just click next on the dashboards. You have something, a pipeline, and you sit on your PC and then go with that. So the third module, I'm gonna give you a little bit clarity, because this is pretty easy. When we look, it depends that who are you and what's your mindset. That people are working in the digital workplace, collaborating, they are working remotely, and protection of identities, data loss prevention, for example, DLPs, and enabling your automated devices readiness. This is also okay. And then, for example, this is Microsoft 365. So you will look into users, device security, application security, and document security. So I think Babas asked the question. We will go 90% hands-on.
Khalid, it was I think the Bob's question is the most important question. As you know, during the training, the participants will have maybe access for information for some certificates, but as we know, certificates are only maybe as tool for getting the interview, but the interview performance is about the hands-on skills. So we will focus mostly on hands-on. Let me hear from you more, Khalid.
And trainees also get 100% their dedicated environment, especially and in M365, and there you guys can play it with, and we can give kind of case studies and customer use cases. You guys can solve it. So, for example, I'm mentoring another cohort, and there 2 weeks ago we sit together, and there were 6 participants, and I tell them, okay, this is AWS. Pick up this Microsoft Identity Control Plane. I need you guys to set up single sign-on between these 2 clouds, define the RBAC, ABAC, and define conditional access on that part. And I need these all users with passwordless. And these kids did that just in 2 days. So we will go really practical approach, because I know when I am also the hiring manager, so we do hire people. So we need kind of your strong concepts and hands-on experience. We don't want to just go on the slide and click next. No, we will focus more on practical use cases, case studies, customer scenarios. For example, for M365 guys, that use case I discussed, securing USB ports for laptops. Let's do that, because it's a 5-step layer security. And if you do that, you will understand that how these things will work. Okay.
Babs, is that okay for you, or you have? Okay.
Thank you.
Khalid, by the way, you just mentioned you are also hiring manager. You are having some interviews with the candidates. What are your expectations for these kind of positions from the candidates? What kind of skills are you looking for apart from soft skills?
We would like to have, like, at my level, definitely we need a little bit expert people, because we are more in consulting and customer facing roles. Passion and consistency and learning is a key point, because we always give the chance. So wherever you are in US or in UK or in Europe, please, you guys can ping me if you can find a role in Accenture. If it's relevant as an analyst, as an engineer, let me know. Happy to refer. It's a world's #1 premium company. Yeah. So no worries.
And Khalid, you just mentioned 3 skills, but they are all soft skills. I would like to also hear about the technical skills you are looking for. Which kind of questions they can get during the interviews, how they can show this hands-on experience, or what kind of technical questions are we asking, for example, for these guys, for the candidates in the interviews?
There is 2 sides. Then one is the technical side, one is soft skills. In soft skills, you need to understand that how to work in team manner, because I really find the people who are just bench guys, they just work. They don't care. They're not going to collaborate with people. So team player, passion, listening, and your social styles. Actually, I can share that link, that how to handle conversation with your colleagues, with your people, because usually we do role plays, for example. Okay. So this is really key in the soft skills, that you listen well, speak less, understand the situation, come up with clear explanation of that problem or the issue, not just go into the technicalities. So this is actually really well-structured approach, because when I get hired into Accenture, I can tell the clarity. I looked into my hiring manager. She's a German, but living in States. I read out her LinkedIn. I go to the videos in YouTube. I listen her, what she's talking, what she's understanding. I prepare only 1 slide. And she said, how you read my mind, man? And I said, I looked into the content and I get hired. That's it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue, Khalid. You can.
No, so last thing is that we will look into kind of Sentinel also, like a SOC side in the module 3. And there we have a unified security operations with the Sentinel, specifically with Microsoft. And in Microsoft Sentinel, usually you guys know that it's kind of a SOC platform, but as I mentioned, that we built Microsoft 365 services and cloud services and put into the Sentinel and automate it. And from there, that's it, is actually prevent, protect, detect, investigate, respond, and reporting. That mechanism we are gonna achieve in the module 3.
The summary.
Yep, thank you. So I think that's all from my side. I take too much time, and happy to help. So we will be kind of, I will be the main trainer, and does module 3 offer content on, yes, KQL, yes, we can go with the playbooks, cost to query language, hunting, everything in the part of that, because there we will cover SC200 exam actually.
By the way, let me share the summary of the information Khalid just has given to us. Thank you very much, Khalid. As you can see here, we have different paths. You can decide which paths you would like to attend and contact us in this regard. Erhan will be our training coordinator for cloud security. So if you fill out the form we shared in the chat, Erhan will be contacting you and give you more information. If you have any questions privately, you can talk to him. He is always be reachable for you during the coming days. And the class dates will be weekdays. So for each module, as you can see here, we have 6 weeks. And for the second module and third module also, we have 6 weeks. Maybe we can, according to the training improvement, we can make some little changes, but the schedule is like this at the moment. We will be having mostly the main lessons, classes at evenings between 19 and 22. So Khalid will be with you if you attend the training, of course. And we have also some other instructors in Khalid's team, and they will be teaching, and they will be also escorting you during the hands-on parts. And we will use the daytime mornings from 9 to 12 for mostly to practice and hands-on, and also evening also, of course, we will be mostly in hands-on part after some theoretical information. But Khalid mostly will be in the evening sessions, and the other team members will be with us during the morning sessions. Is that right, Khalid?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
The main sessions are the evening sessions, just the morning session just for the review and making some practice with the support of the other instructors. So especially there are some guys who are working on full-time job right now, and they will join the evening class. So we will teach everything in the evening class.
Yeah. So guys, I just want to explain, and the other instructors are also my students. I enable them like exactly I am teaching or I am mentoring. So there is no change. So you guys will find very specialized people who can enable you in respective areas, because we designed, one man cannot do everything. We design kind of automation, our KQL guys, our Terraform guys. So they are very specialized in their field, and they're working in the industry. So we gather up a good bunch of team together with me. So definitely we can help you out. So Fateh, you can welcome again, man, this time.
And by the way, for example, now I think as Khalid mentioned, most of his students now are working as a senior positions, and they are now maybe hiring managers. So hopefully some of you guys will be in these positions in the future, in the coming years, after you get more senior positions. By the way, for the ones who are in Germany, of course, you have as other trainings, the option of using Gutschein or government support from Job Center or Agentur für Arbeit. You can attend the training without any cost with the Job Center support. It's an option. And also for the ones who would like to attend the training for self-payment, we have different options. Erhan just shared these options in the chat. And we also shared our application form. You can see all the options, payment options there, and some other details. Just check this form. If you would like to attend the training, you can fill out it, and Erhan will contact you. You can find there Erhan's WhatsApp number. As I said, he will be happy to help you, to support you, to give you more information. By the way, Khalid, we see here many certificates. As you mentioned, certificates are not so important, but of course they are important, especially for getting the interview. So one of our aims is to give the knowledge basics or all the necessary information to gain these certificates during the training. But it's not the main aim is to give you real hands-on experience with our labor and real life experience. But of course, you will be taking also this information for preparing these certificates. Is that right, Hussein?
Yep. And the good thing is that Fateh is also sitting here, other colleagues. So we are actually supporting them in interviews also. If you have some strategic interview or something is coming onto your way, you can reach out to Virhan or Dinshar, so my team or even me, and might be we can do another session with Fateh Altafeh someday.
Yes.
Because how he get into the job.
So it's just the beginning, Khalid. This is the
Yeah.
first session. Okay, we are talking about some trends in cloud and about our training, but maybe we can conduct other follow-up
Yes.
webinars, Khalid.
Yeah.
Maybe you can tell us more about maybe some details about this cloud environment, what's going on. You can maybe explain more in the coming webinars.
Yeah, sure. We can have another session.
Okay. We just mentioned the certificates and the fees. As I said, you can just reach Erhan for all the details. Khalid, do you have any other extra topics to cover?
No, not today. Not today. I think it's enough information, and it's a long day for them. So,
thank you. By the way, for the ones maybe who don't know, let me check what we have here. As you can see here, we are providing not only cloud security trainings, we have also many other trainings for cybersecurity, long-term trainings and short-term trainings, ISO trainings. You can also check our website for more information for the dates for upcoming events. Of course, we will be happy to be with you in your journey in cybersecurity field. We will be happy to assist you in this regard. Let me check the chat if we have any extra questions. Okay. Evet. Let's at the end of the September. Okay. Do you have any other questions, dear guests, attendees?
People are looking for PowerPoint slides. Definitely, we can send it as a follow-up.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, we will.
We already get your emails. We can share all the information to you after the meeting, and you can just review them, check them. Then we will.
Can I ask? Whilst I was signing into this session, I filled out a form. Is that different from the application form, or do I have to?
Yes, this is different, Babs. I will share it again in the chat.
Yeah, I've seen it.
This is the last application form. Maybe the form you just fill out, I don't know, maybe different. If it's the same, no problem. If you didn't fill out this form, just fill it out and then we will contact you. Babs.
It was just registration for the Zoom session.
Okay, yeah.
So there was one that I'd registered,
Okay.
and then there was another one that sent the registration for the Zoom session, which I registered in.
Okay. To be sure that you are here today, 100%. Babs.
Yeah.
We
I'll
managed
check it
that.
up. I'll check it up.
Okay,
If
no problem.
it's not the same thing, then I'll fill it out again.
Okay, no problem, Babs.
Yeah.
You are just registered. You don't need to fill out any form.
Okay, guys. Thank you, and nice to meet you. And you guys can connect with me on LinkedIn also if you need any career advice. But classes or programs we can do live. Okay.
Thank you, Khalid, for being us today, for all the information. As I said, we will be hosting you in the coming weeks again to get your experience, to see your insights, to hear from you more. Thank you for all attendees for being us today. We will be happy to host you in the coming webinars. Tomorrow we will have other. Okay. Thank you very much. I would like to hear from your